if you look farther in this letter from the wildlife, in our ordinances, I just lost it. Oh, in our ordinances, we have words like potential pathways and stuff like that. Possible, potential, some. But yet, when I look it says service guideline for minimizing wildlife impacts from the fishing. This is where you say you recommended from. Number 3 says avoid placing tournament in documented locations of federal fishing. Documented, not potential. You know, I mean, I don't want to think we should put up, you know, ordinances against something that we don't have documented. Especially when we're using this as a guideline where they said documented. And number 4 says, avoid locating turbines in known bird flyby migration paths. Known paths. We have probable paths in our ordinance. And the wording, I know none of us gentlemen are perfect, so maybe the wording needs to be tweaked in our ordinance. Because I hate to try to put an ordinance that says potential when the wildlife says known. And in the back, not the back, it says avoid, number 5, I'm sorry, avoid locating turbines near known bat habitats or breeding areas, I guess. But like I said, known. And if you look at your thing for the bats, gentlemen, you will see, I think it's on the 2nd page. Where is it at? Oh, yeah. Yeah, here. I got so much junk here. Oh, here it is. Right on the front page. If you notice, the migration area touches very little of Michigan. It's only on the bottom, nowhere near the thumb area. And yet, we're putting in our ordinance that we should have a 3-year ground study to check for this bat. And that even the wildlife doesn't suggest that. So, and the sandhill crane, I checked the migratory thing, and even though the sandhill crane is not on an endangered list, nowhere near an endangered list, but if you notice on, I'm thinking the 2nd page will show you a little bit better, and it gives you a little more explanation. You can see that Michigan is a light gray, which means 1 and below, and in the thumb area it's none. Now I'm not saying that we don't have some here, you know, I'm not saying we do, but what I'm saying is, I think before we write an ordinance, you know, to check on the potential of the migrating of the crane, we should find out if the crane does migrate up here. And this is all available on the website. I mean, I didn't go, and they got quite a bit write-ups on the website about the crane and the wobbler and the bat. So, well, I guess what I want to ask the board is, you know, the gentleman that's been on this wind turbine thing for many years, where do we get, you gentlemen, remember where we got this information, why we wrote this particular part here, so I can kind of understand it better? I know it's kind of hard to try to pin something down right where you got it from, but it just seems like when I go to it, I'm getting inconsistencies of, you know, what they say that DNR says, what Fish and Wildlife says, and these are official papers. They're not something I just dreamed up or took off the website. I mean, these are official papers. Matter of fact, I think I got these papers off our website, or off the Lake Township probably, I think. Pretty sure it is.
Now, this issue's probably discussed when we do the workshop meetings on this.
I mean,
Probably good to discuss all this during the workshop meetings and
well, yes,
where we need to tweak and,
yes, but I just want to bring,
yeah.
I'm not going to ask for answers now, or I'm not. No, but I have to try to learn why this ordinance is here.
Right.
Because if I don't ask questions, if I can't understand it, I cannot answer people that ask me questions about it.
Right.
So I have to understand why we did it and what we did with it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asking these questions now. And I'm asking these questions of this board alone, nobody else, just on the board. And I'm not gonna ask you, I need an answer right away on something like this or not, but I'm saying, would you gentlemen, kind of, and try to inform me where we got these things. And the rattlesnake, I really not familiar with the rattlesnake. I know he can't fly, and I know he doesn't have ears, so I don't see a whole lot of impact on the rattlesnake, and he's not an endangered species. I'm sure if a rattlesnake is bothered by a wind turbine vibration, I'm sure he just slither away to a little farther away where he's not bothered. I don't believe rattlesnakes are reptiles, and they've been around thousands and thousands of years. I would have to see documented proof that he would be detrimental to a rattlesnake.